GM, let me know if you're live, or I'm live, should I say. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2026. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Happy New Year, bro. And for all, you're locked in. I'm locked in. A lot of people are going to say, how is he streaming on Christmas? On New Year's Day? Take a day off, Jake. Okay. Let me just come back at normal working hours on the 5th of fucking January like a normal fucking business. No, we're here to fucking trade, regardless of the day. The only thing I can do is go to the gym today, which kind of sucks. Like, literally all gyms are closed. I've tried. Pure Gym, apparently, even though you have a code doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I was there an hour ago, my code. Anyways, new year, new you, new year, new me. You got to start locking in, guys, this year. That's what I'm going to do. I've got some fire vlogs. I'm starting to go a little bit more heavy on vlogs with trading. I'm going to do a kind of combination. I know my channel's changed a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that don't like that. I'm still a die-hard hodler. Okay, just for some clarification, I'll always show you my hodl portfolio. Let me just refresh it. I'm a hodler, but like I said, I've came in with 2025, and 2026 is a new vengeance. I'm really taking trading seriously. Our DeFi group is absolutely growing, but I'm taking this new vengeance on doing trading a more kind of vlog lifestyle. So I've got a cool vlog with the Eurus to shut up all the haters that said I never bought it. Regardless of those haters, it doesn't really matter. I did it for me. I didn't do it for YouTube. I just have a YouTube channel, so I get to post it. It's kind of like the best of both. I would have bought it if I was off the internet with my ecom money and my crypto money. It wouldn't really matter, but, you know, content is the game. So finally, you'll be able to shut out a lot of haters that said it wasn't real, which I don't even know how you can say that. I will check those coins in a second. But yeah, 2026... we got to start taking fucking seriously. I do have a new scalping list that you guys can grab if you join the Discord. I really should link the Discord here. I'm going to do that right now. We just crossed 500 members, which is fucking crazy to see, which is really, really, really awesome. And I really plan to grow this a lot. We've already got Craigo here doing some trades on Aero and ATH. I don't know what that coin is. I should probably know. Hi. Good to see you guys. Let me just grab the Discord link and then we'll start the stream. Yeah, people always message me when I'm on stream. It's so annoying. And I need to have my internet on so I can read comments. Let me just grab this and we'll get started. If anybody's doing trades with me, feel free to share or any positions that you want me to take a look at. I will do that, of course. In 1 second. Bam. Why can't I find the Discord? Tarjay, I'll check it out, don't worry. I have Tarjay in my portfolio. Okay, Discord is linked. Any thoughts on Tarjay and AI in general? We'll have a look at that. I know Render's getting fucking wrecked right now as a hodl position. Big time. I'm not checked out in a while. I'll have a look at that right now, actually. And then we can talk about TARS. Market, I believe, just opened. So we're going to check that out. Render itself. Obviously not on the minutely. Tough for AI coins right now. TARS AI, I believe I still have. Yeah, down 4 grand. Not ideal. So here's my new playlist. If none of you guys want to join the free Discord, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that because it's free. But here is the playlist that I have coming out in a long form video, but I'll give you some example right here, and we'll go over it and we'll put it live in action. Whether we win or lose trades, it doesn't really matter. 2026 for me for the first half of the year. As I said, at the end of 2025, I'm going to take the first 6 months, lose money, make money. It's not really about profitability at this stage, although I would like to. It's more about learning the fucking game, understanding that everything takes 3 to 6 months if you want to be serious, showing up every single day, Monday to Friday, if and when possible, and as best as I can. Minimum 3-4 times a week is what I'm shooting for. I'd love to do 5, but things happen all the time, especially with this new time zone I'm in right now. So before we jump in some trades, current setup for scalping. Number 1, as we always say, Happy New Year, by the way. Hopefully 3 million will be nice, especially if we get an alt season. I know some people are, way off that right now, and that's fine. There's a reason why I still hold my cryptocurrency assets. In fact, all the assets. It's because I still believe we're going to have an alt season. Don't think it's going to be massive like 2017, but I think it will still give me some greatness. 8, 16, 24, 4x will give me 3.2. We'll see where we're at. But long term, I think I'm going to be fine, and probably you guys are as well. Again, excuse the setup. Setup's rough. I would like to open the curtains and show you a beautiful view, but that sun just hits so hard, and then I can't even see myself. It's actually not a bad patio, or whatever you call it. Just these curtains are fucking disgusting, and it looks like I'm in India, but I'm not. All right, let's lock in, and let's talk about 2026 and current setup, and then we'll put this live in action, and we'll go from there. So number 1 is 9:30 a.m. UTC -5. This is non-negotiable for me. Bar from a few minutes, 10 minutes, etc. I do not want to trade outside of these hours if I can help myself, unless I'm doing a little bit of fun, etc. And the reason is, you can see it just hit 9:30 UTC -5. To do that, all you need to do is come down here and change it. You can do London time as well. Just for me, London time, I'm still getting about my day, going to the gym, etc. So it's kind of hard to manage. This time, UK time, it's about 2:30 p.m., which is pretty much nice time. It's a good time for me to jump on, so that's why I chose this. And yeah, hopefully. And yeah, it's just the best of both worlds. And that's why I do it. And I stick to what I know and what I like. Number 2 is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, SUI. And we got rid of ADA for obvious reasons. We might bring it back. We might add some other coins, but usually if I can get an asset to go long or short in Bitcoin, usually on my 1 minute time frame that we'll talk about in a second, I can usually milk 2 for 1, because these assets pretty much always correlate each other somewhat. XRP and SUI are a little bit, but these kind of 3, nice. If Bitcoin goes, these will go, vice versa. Like it. Time frame 1 minute. This is scalping at the peak level. 1 minute is very, very fast, but I've decided to do that. It's just a lot more fun. Fast pace is good as well. Could do 5 minutes, could do 15 minutes. I'm not going to come on stream and do 4 hour early, 1 hour early, because obvious reasons. Stock RSI, this is the big one. This is the indicators I use. If I don't have these, I'm going in blind. You can use whatever indicators you want. These are the 2 I decided to do. Stock RSI, you come on here, you bang it in there, easy as done. And the GG indicator, which is this green and red, which buy and sell. Again, you get this from free in the Discord, which it looks like Davo has already came in here and joined. So if you want that pinned link in this YouTube chat, if you don't, absolutely fine. Use your own. This is just what I'm doing. Again, I would love to know your guys' thoughts on what you're doing. 2-hour setups. This is interesting. Okay, what this means is risk/reward. I wasn't doing this a lot, and that's just because I need to get away from the mindset of just trying to take profits so fast. It's tough, right? When I see $20, $30, $40, $50, on BitUnix down here, and I can't help myself. So I'm going to try my best to stick to this. It might be 1.5 RR, 1.3 RR. Basically, you can smash this on. For example, if I'd normally enter a short here because we're overextended, but let's just say I did a long for whatever reason. You can bring your stop loss in, and you can see how that is a 1.44 RR. Basically, you want to have more upside than hitting a stop loss. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to try and do. Okay. Vice versa. If you come in on a short, you could go here, like the short's pretty much playing out, as I said, and this will be your stop loss. You could bring this in tighter. Your RR is going to be more profit, or you could extend this for TPs, right? That's what I need to get better on. That's my biggest mental barrier right now when I'm doing these trading things. It's going to come. And to get this, it should already be preloaded. You can just have it here. Long position, short position. You know, if you're doing long, you press the long one. If you're doing a short, you press the short one. You can favorite it, and it's right here. Super, super easy, and hopefully you're getting some value as we go through this. And that's pretty much it. What's interesting to know is if we can stick by this, or you yourself are trading whatever you're doing, you don't need anywhere close to a 50% win rate if you can stack these two RRs in your favor, which is interesting, right? Happy New Year to you too. Because usually you'd think, oh, well, I have to win 60-40, right, to be profitable. Well, with a 2 RRR, although 2 is kind of hard to ask for, okay? So basically every $1 risked, you aim to make $2, okay? 100, 200, 1,000, you get the point, right? If you were to stick by that over the long term, you don't need anywhere close to a 50% win rate, which is crazy, right? A win rate of 33% or higher would be profitable, which is absolutely crazy to me. And here's some examples that I shared the guys in the Discord. So there you go. That's what I'm going to base most of my stuff on, except the 2 RRs. Okay, I'm going to try and maybe put this at 1.3 to 2. It's going to be somewhere in that range. And obviously right now I'm doing $1,000 clips with 10x leverage. I might change that. Usually I do 3, sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 20x, but that's usually we don't want to keep it, right? And you just replace this for you, vice versa. If it's $100, if it's $10, there's no big or small amount. As long as it's not $5, $6, $7 per trade, you know, in my opinion, get every trade above $20, $30. Me personally. Do 10, do 5 if you want, but if you're learning, fine. Maybe use paper money. You can do that, I'm sure, in some accounts. But yeah, you want to really have at least $10 in, even if you're a small player. But be careful on leverage. You don't want to get wiped out. And you don't have to use leverage, but we are using leverage for obvious reasons. Anyways, let's jump in. So, markets opened for 15 minutes. I will check out questions as well, going through this. But yeah, I'm going to try and do both at once because normally I miss trades when I'm looking at questions and vice versa. But let me know your guys' goals for 2026 and what are you going to do differently that you didn't do in 2025? And what's that going to lead out to? I know we all have our hodl bags. Some of us have hodl bags. Some of us have DeFi portfolios. Some of us are doing trading. We do a combination of all three. But what are you going to do different that you didn't do in 2025? And how is that going to, you know, get the 2026 that you hope for? Okay. And what are your goals? What are your goals? I got big goals this year. I'm not going to share them all publicly yet. I'll have a video on that going soon. But I hit most of my goals in 2025, which is crazy because they were massive. The only thing I didn't hit was selling the portfolio for obvious reasons. But, you know, we're still fighting along. What's Q1, Q2 if that we do get alt season? I mean, I'm holding it anyways. It doesn't really matter. And it's kind of nice that I'm doing trading now as well because I get to learn trading while I'm not panicking about my hodl bags. DeFi pools are still printing. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. So Bitcoin here is very overextended. I think I'm going to short Bitcoin immediately. We do 10x. Quick short there on Bitcoin. A little bit rusty, by the way. It's been a couple of days since I'm trading. I don't want to make the holidays excuse because I'm not that kind of guy, but it's been hard to like manage shit. Let's just say that. Got 1 sec. GTA 6 might blow up your gaming coins. Hopefully, because my gaming coins are absolutely fucking trash. There we go. We didn't do our fucking short position here. Okay, where's XRP? I don't think we got alt season like previous cycles. Only certain coins will go up a lot. Yeah, I agree. You're not going to get the harsh reality, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. I don't think you're going to get these massive, massive every coin runs. You're not going to see that right now. You know, I don't want to make the argument there's too many coins, not enough investors, but you know, in 21, as we know, if you were involved in that cycle, it was absolutely fucking crazy. Everything went. It was absolute wild. But this cycle, yeah, it's probably not going to be like that. So this, I don't want to say start cleaning up your coins, etc. Start looking for other assets, but maybe think about looking at some coins that haven't really shown much life that you could maybe rotate. But again, I don't want to be the guy sell your backs. That's not what I'm going to do. Okay, Bitcoin's running away from us here. Oh my god, Bitcoin's fucking pumping. Holy shit. Green candles. We could catch something on the downside right here. That's going. Jesus Christ. I'm short on Ethereum. I'm going against the market right now, trying to get some downside. Holy fuck, market just went. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Market just went crazy. I don't even know what happened. That's overextended by fuck. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is why we're saying 9:30, guys. Volume, volume, volume. Volume, volume, volume. Even though you had a little bit before, there's some decent volume here, but it's like a little bit choppy. Like, look at this. Boom. Market opens, massive volume. Even though we're up the wrong side of these trades right now, which is fine, because we're not using crazy, crazy, crazy leverage. We've got massive, massive movements to actually do some damage, especially, this is on obviously the 1 minute. This is what you want, man. This is what you need, right? And again, I've learned out the hard way by not following this kind of step list, because I was trading on the weekends at like 2 p.m. a normal time. It just doesn't work. Holy fuck, coins are going crazy. Good morning. Yes, my editor's here. Sick, brother. Yeah, I got the vlog. I'll check out in a second, brother. Yeah, good to have you on, brother. This guy right here, this editor, he's probably one of the best in the fucking game, or one of the guys. I've got two guys right now, both killing it, and he's showing a lot of work, man. So, you know, from India, he's making it fucking happen. He's making good money. If we work well together, he's showing what's possible. Which is crazy, from India. So market just pumped up crazy. We need to think about if there's any other opposition. Usually I don't like to fucking do two trades. Is the US markets closed today? Whoopsie doopsie. There's still some crazy volume coming in, so as you can see. Tax law season is over. Recovery time US Senate meets January 15th to vote Clarity Act. Yep. Thoughts on ADA? There's always fucking ADA questions, man. You know, I mock ADA a lot, but it did well in 2021. Charles Hoskinson is still kicking around doing his thing. I've not followed the project in a while. All I can really look at is the price action. This cycle has been terrible, but it has been terrible with, you know, most coins. And ones I'm fucking definitely holding. If I was giving you thoughts on ADA as an investment, today it's not as bad as round trip in 21 and still holding on. Yes, sir, we are. Yes, sir, we are. That's why I fucking like that guy. Yeah, it's alive. It's kicking. What was interesting, Ram, one of my roommates back in Thailand, Bitcoin Cash is basically a whole portfolio. It is common for ADA. He sent me a screenshot the other day when there were a few $100 million in market cap apart. They're about 500 right now. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin Cash, last 1 year, you know, it's done something, up 33%, and not the best year, right? I don't know what ADA is. Well, it's the opposite, 60%. So, as an investment on the last 1 year, it's been tough. As an investment, you know, I'm not here to make price predictions. Been there, done that. As an investment for the long term, well, it is still around. It just needs to get some momentum. It needs to get market. It needs to do something. XRP this year, 2026, hopefully. Well, we just entered that. I don't know. It's going to depend if you get an alt season. That's all it's going to depend on. Because there's questions, bear market, sideways action. It's a question. What does Bitcoin do? If Bitcoin starts to go, you're going to be in new territory with these coins. If it doesn't, you know where I'm going to say. Okay, Bitcoin's cooling off right now. Our Ethereum trade is, I say in profit, $2. Okay. My cycle outlook. Expanding that question. Is it the case of what am I doing with my portfolio for this extended cycle? I'm going to hold this, of course, for better or for worse. Q1, Q2, 2026. That's what Bobby's telling me. That's what a lot of guys are saying. You've got this whole new narrative of the business cycle. You know, if I'm not going to sell it now, I'm not going to sell it if it goes down further. You know, I've already had the opportunity to do that. So I'll write this down. The good news for me is, you know, most of my net worth in crypto is in these kind of four assets, the top ones, right? So HBAR and Solana can take more of a massive hit, let's be honest. But, you know, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, in my opinion, is going to hold up the best. So if it is a bear market, touch wood, it's not. But if it is, yeah, my portfolio is going to bleed probably another 100 grand, 200 grand, 250, maybe more. If it's sideways action, I'll keep doing what I'm doing with DeFi, asset to asset pools, which have been absolutely fine, and keep stacking coins. Or do we get that extended cycle Q1, Q2, 2026, or the Raoul Pal narrative of the business cycle? But this is an investment portfolio. That's what it's here to do. I would love to give me a shiny crystal ball and go back and sell. But the reality is, you know, if you sold at 125, You're laughing right now. If you didn't, and you don't want to sell, that you're holding on. So that's what I'm doing in my portfolio. If anything changes, I'll keep you updated, of course. I am always the one telling you what I'm doing. It's been fluctuating round about, if I look at the last kind of 30 days, it's been obviously higher, but it's been fluctuating right now for like weeks and weeks and weeks at this 800k mark. And nothing's really changed. So that's what I would say. But it depends what you're trying to do. You're trying to make quick flips. I'm not trying to make any quick moves with this. But I'm stubborn, you know? This went to 1.3 million and I was like, nope, 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 nope. Okay, where about these trades? We're kind of in chop right now with a big pump up. Again, we're not talking any real money here. $2 and -5. Happy New Year to you too, man. Trying to find some other trades where this one picks out. Solana's kind of in the middle. Wouldn't touch this. Again, you're right in the middle of stock RSI. It could go either way. You're just flipping a coin if you're using this indicator. XRP is looking oversold right now. Potential long, but I'm very cautious with my other coins right now. And SUI is looking oversold too, but it has came up a lot. So this is what I'm saying. Bitcoin, Ethereum are usually the same, hence why I've got 2 shorts on them right now. But you can see some other ones, not all the time, they're saying the opposite signals, which you could try and go against the curve, but I never like to do that because my indicator right now is flashing to long XRP, but I'm heavily short in Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, which could catch me off guard, and it has done in the past. So you got to be careful. Got to be super careful. We just need to get out of this kind of chop. We need it to make a kind of decision. We could get completely fucked as we chop here, and then we start breaking up. We'll be completely fucked in these trades. That's absolutely fine. Again, Bitcoin doing the exact same thing. We're just chopping, chopping, chopping. So we just need to break this. If we don't, these trades are bye, 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 as we say. If you look at the previous cycle, which we're looking, if we look how the previous cycle with what we're putting somewhere, we have a relief balance up to the 50 moving average. Yeah, you can look at moving averages, absolutely, and that's a good chance to get out of the market. Yeah, if you're trying to get out of the market and save some of the stuff, I'm not trying to get out of the market. I'm not trying to get out of the market. I'm trying to, for stupidly or not, trying to make another couple of million. Which, again, I'm in Bitcoin, Ethereum anyways for most of my bags, with obviously HBAR, Solana, and a few other gaming coins and AI picks. So I'm not trying to get out of the market. I'm trying to make fucking money. I'm not trying to just take the scraps. I'm trying to fucking get out of the market, as in get the fuck out with millions. And again, that's my opinion, right? For some people, that's so dangerous. Like, that is dangerous advice to the normal person. And again, I'm not saying that I'm not normal, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to recover some losses, and if you're down, because I'm not down in my portfolio. Overall, I'm up, still 440 grand, whatever it is. But if you're trying to recover losses, don't do what I just said, because you might need that for bills, etc., and then you can start again. But hopefully you understand the disconnect there. Okay, Ethereum's going the opposite way, so we're going to fucking get wrecked on these trades. Bitcoin's not really, but Ethereum is kind of taking that double bounce. We'll probably put another, I've got, Turning to trading after up and down year, Jake is determined to lose money. DC and hold is the safe way. Yeah, bro, I'm not trying to play the safe way. Everybody's always trying to tell me what to do. You can't be thinking about what to make me do. Don't worry about Jake Gordon. Worry about you, okay? Because those opinions are your opinions, okay? If you want to DC and hold, do that. I'm doing that as well. You're forgetting. This is DC and hold, not including my DeFi portfolio. So I've already done the DC and hold. I'm done. I'm playing with $10,000 on trading just to learn and to teach myself. So just understand before you write those comments, it's ignorant to try and say that I'm selling this portfolio. It's very ignorant because I'm not. And you should never worry about what another man does. You should never worry about what another man does. I want you, Sue, to do fucking well. It sounds like you don't want me to do well, and that's fine if you don't. And again, that will probably reflect how your 2026 is going to go. So again, I'm not turning to trading after holding. I'm holding with 440k of profit. Remember, Jake, they think DC and hold because they're not making... Yeah, DeFi is another thing, right? You got to start thinking that DC and hold is great, but how do you keep moving? Because you can sit there and do nothing. If you don't have an income, DC and hold is... It's not going to get you out your 9-to-5 job if you have a 9-to-5 job. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm always thinking income, skills. In 2026, I want to just learn so much fucking skills. Because I've already did this. If I didn't have a HODL portfolio, I would be working fucking hard as fuck to build a HODL back. But I think, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think worst case scenario, just with the Bitcoin and Ethereum I hold, worst case scenario, it'll go down another couple $100,000, maybe even more. But I should always be good. If cryptocurrency is going to stand the test of time, with the Bitcoin and Ethereum I have, I think I will always be good. Again, the issue I have is when do I want to sell and when do I want to try and rebuy. That's becoming harder and harder and harder. Because it's almost like I don't want to let these Bitcoins go. But there's going to be that question when Bitcoin gets to stupid prices. So, yeah, exactly, Jason. So again, don't worry about what another man does. That is going to be your biggest downfall in 2026 if you're worrying what other people are doing. Focus on you and just stick to that fucking lane, man. Because you can do it, man. You can do it. And where are we at in these trades? Ethereum is now oversold. And Bitcoin is as well, which I don't actually like. I'm going to take my $6 on Ethereum. And I'm going to take my $4 loss. Okay, we're going to restart. So minus trading fees, we're probably about break even. Let's restart. Because we need to see some more momentum. Not bad. That could have went way worse. I want to change this back to 20x leverage. It's more fun. Happy New Year. I was wondering, did you recover your H-bar loss from last cycle? Well, I didn't lose a lot of H-bar because I couldn't deposit it, as far as I'm aware, in Celsius. I don't think you could have, or I would have. So H-bar, I never actually lost. If Celsius and Alex Mashinsky, because I'm pretty sure I tried to do it, I pretty much did everything else. I had to rebuy the XRP, rebuy the Bitcoin, rebuy the... I had too much Solana there. Rebuy the Bitcoin, rebuy the Ethereum. That's my biggest loss. The H-bar I had on a Trezor. So I've always had it. The biggest downfall with me with H-bar was buying the 40,000 or 37 whatever dollars it was at 14 cents, thinking we were still going to be alive in 2021/2022. And then we obviously just went down. How I recovered that was bringing down my DCA. My DCA on H-bar, I've not bought any H-bar in fucking literally years, is under 7 cents because I started to rebuy at 3, 4, 5 consistently like a madman. Because at 14 cents a day, I'd be in the toilet, not by much. But obviously when H-bar went to like 35, 40 cents recently, I said recently, but you know what I mean, like recently, this was a lot healthier. The biggest profit this has been in so far is 277. You can probably scroll back in my videos and see that. Yeah, I wish I would have sold and rebought. Fuck yeah. Christ. But, you know, we were still hopeful of the 4-year cycle back then. But yeah, happy New Year to you too, brother. Hopefully 2026 is everything. Yeah, if you can get those prices, man, I'll be selling a lot of shit to buy. A lot of people don't understand this. They'll see $55 Solana, $1,000 Ethereum, 35 to 45k Bitcoin, and they'll sell. You gotta start thinking fucking differently. That's when you buy, man. If you still believe in the market, of course, that's when you buy. Most people do the opposite. Most people are buying 125s. Most people eventually are going to buy 150k Bitcoin, 200k Bitcoin. You got to do the fucking opposite, man. You just got to think about it psychologically. How does that make any sense? If we're here to make money, okay, even with this biggest fall, and I hate to always turn this back to me, but I'm still in massive profits because I bought at the right time. I just couldn't sell again. So yeah, it's a great way to think. We've got to start changing our fucking mindsets on understanding same coin, completely different output. It's easier said than done, man. And this is a fucking emotional game. What's up, Big Jog? I love the car you got. Yeah. And again, a lot of people, my editor just finished a vlog on this. I'm going to release it maybe tomorrow, the next day. It's mad, man. So me and Dean, they had so many other good cars, man. But if you're from the UK, like, these cars are just the front splitter, man. The speed bumps, like, look how low this Ferrari is. It's so fucking low. You couldn't even take this to my house, let alone just drive about Glasgow. Speed bump, speed bump, speed bump. Your front splitter is gone. It's absolutely gone. But yeah, they had like the normal Urus's. I just think this has got a very feminine look. It's still a fucking Urus. It's way newer than my Urus. But just, this was another, I think this was is it an SVJ or something? I don't know. But I don't know. I just like the Mansory kit, the fucking spec. And again, you rented it, you didn't buy it. Again, too many people are worried about, again, just for, as an honest man to an honest person, one of the most honest person on YouTube in cryptocurrency, I paid cash for it. Whether you believe me, whether you're not, whether you think it was stupid, it doesn't really matter. I've been in the trenches for so fucking long. And I wanted this car for, honestly, 10 years. A Lamborghini of some sort. And this was a Lamborghini that made sense for my current situation in Scotland because of the roads here. And to get a Mansory kit on it was kind of the cherry on top. So, you know, I like cars. I've always liked cars. And I pulled the plunge on it because if I wasn't going to do it now, I wasn't going to do it in 5-10 years. It was the perfect time for me to do it. And I did it. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it because I can't live my life with regrets. Yes, I could have put that money in the cryptocurrency market, but again, when is enough enough? I don't want to be old as fuck and just have a huge portfolio. I think I can do that anyways, but having a little treat along the way. So yeah, I appreciate you. I'm sure there are many things, but what is the best thing you like about the car? And go down the list. The best thing... Give me 1 second. I need to turn that. The heating's so cold here. So again, I don't want to make this vlog about this video about the car. This video is about trades. But if we're just talking Happy New Year, blah, 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 and you want to get a little bit to know me a little bit better, the two best things I like about this car is, number one, it's a Lamborghini. I've been a fan of this brand, just like, you know, a girl is a fan of fucking Gucci or fucking Louis Vuitton and all this other bullshit, right? I've always been a fan of Lamborghini. I could have bought I think it's the Audi Q8, the big, and it's the same fucking car. Lamborghini is like a Huracan is basically an R8. It's the same engine. It's just got that look and that brand. So yes, I could have did the cheap 100 grand, 150 grand cheaper option or whatever it would be. I don't even know. And bought the Q8. It's the same car. It's basically the same style, same size, basically the same engine. But I wanted to fucking buy a Lamborghini. And number two, another best thing to answer your question is that I can drive a Lamborghini in the UK. Even with this low Mansory kit, like there's a setting on it where you can put it to like, there's like 6 settings on it. It's like terrain mode and like it just lifts up and like no speed bumps. Even my BMW 4 that I'm actually selling, I have a video on that as well. There's no point to have it, is lower than this Lamborghini. And every speed bump, I would so close to skiff the fucking thing, the front splitter. And I just hated that. I don't know, I just hate the fact that you can't drive cars in the UK with the roads. The roads are terrible where I'm from, absolutely terrible. In Glasgow, there's so much roadworks. Anybody from Glasgow, there's just roadworks. Coming back to the UK after a long time, there's more roadworks than there was when I left. So RSQ8, that's the one. It's the same car. I won't be the one to say, oh, you basically bought an overpriced car. It's the same car. But the Mansory kit, the Lamborghini badge, the 10-year fucking, when I was 18, 19, 20-year-old and just looking at Lamborghinis, obviously you never had a Urus, I don't think, back then. It was like Hurricanes, Gallardos, and the fact they came out with a fucking Jeep that still looks like this, because again, this is a Urus in the back, this is a Urus as well. But just to look at this, it just breaks it for me, man. So that's why. It's comfortable as well. Like, I've drove a lot of supercars in Dubai and Thailand. Not fucking fun, man, after 30 minutes. Sounds amazing. Custom fucking wheels. These are 24s, man. Standard's 22. The annoying thing is it's constantly got a sensor on it because these are 24s. They're way too big. But that's the reason. So enough about the car. There'll be a video on that soon. We're here to trade. But I appreciate you asking. And yeah, it was a 10-year fucking goal for me. Although at 19, 18, I never had a goal. It was just like, I want, until I mapped it out. Really, by the time I was 25, 26, put the plan in action, and it just came true. It came fucking true, and it can come true for you too, man. And I want somebody to do the same this year. And it might not be the car. It might be to quit the job, travel the fucking world. It doesn't have to be about the car. Bumblebee. My mum calls it a transformer, the thing. Thank you, appreciate it. You only get to be 21 as long as you're working on your path to millions. Yeah, I'm still working. It's like everybody in this house is like, oh, you can't believe you're working. The difference is I love what I do. I love what I do, and it's never felt like work. Even when I was scaling e-com stores and fucking trying with cryptocurrency back in 2020, it's never felt like work to me. There's nothing else to do for me. It's for the memories. Yeah, exactly. Because I would look back next year. I'm like, well, I didn't do it. I'm not going to do it now. So I just had to do it. And it's not going to be the last one. I plan to keep going. But I do it sensibly, although somebody say spending that in cash is not sensibly. For me, it's sensible. And the insurance wasn't that bad. The insurance was fucking nothing. Because I had the BM and I still have the BM. It was only an extra £200 or £120, £150 a month. Which might sound a lot to some of you guys, but for me, I was like, oh fuck, this is going to be a £700 a month insurance. It was like an extra £120 a month. It's crazy. The year I'm fixed on changing my financial situation, weekly investments, any stocks, and seeing videos like yours is quite inspiring. I'm 37. Yeah. And if it inspired some of you guys, like, I've done my job here. Because I remember when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I would start to fucking see hate. Like, there's a couple guys in here thinking it's hate. It's not real, it's fake. You got to use it as fucking fuel, man. And I eventually, at 22, 23, when I started to understand it, there's no point me writing comments, me getting jealous. It wasn't going to help me because I wasted 3-4 years in that. It was till I was like, okay, well, this guy can do it. He's not more smart than you. I'm not smarter than fucking any of you guys here. I can guarantee you that. The only thing that's different is I've put in a little bit more work. That's probably true, right? I haven't got lucky. You can create luck by doing the action. So if you can just get up every single day, put a couple hours into your craft, whatever it is, there's no reason why you... Because if you've seen 2025 and 2024, if you actually were a fly on the wall for me, you'd be like, fuck, this guy doesn't stop. This guy doesn't stop. This guy does not stop. And guess what? We're here on January 1st in 2026. You don't even know what I did before this. I even tried to go to the gym in New Year. Mum's like, what are you doing? Just take a day off, eat some cupcakes. No. Okay, market's going. What the fuck are we doing? Got to get back locked in. We're missing some fucking longs here. Jesus Christ, man. This is what we talked about, 9:30, this time zone. Jesus Christ, guys. This is why. You can get fucking wrecked on things like this, but we got a short. Terrible idea if you get this wrong, but we got to fucking get a quick bounce back and short this shit. Market is moving so fast, so we want a quick cool off time. It could obviously keep going, but yeah, this can't keep going like this forever. So we'll scale this down, get out fucking maybe about there. Obviously, it could just keep running, but we have to retest these zones at some point. I have 11K right now. I see prices are super low. I need double to pay off my loans. Well, I don't suggest you buy anything, to be clear. I'm not that guy anymore. I've decided not to do that in 2026 and make these kind of price prediction videos. I can tell you what I would do, not what you would do. Prices, they are low. It depends what you're looking at. Prices could get... I want to just be real with you. If you have 11K and you've got debt, it's very, very risky. Although I'm a risky guy, trust me, I've took all the risk. I am fucking for risk, massive risk, because you need risk. You're not going to get risk by playing a 9-to-5 job. There's no risk there. It's an easy, comfortable life, but it's a sad life, at least for me. At least for me, I chose not to do that. I played that game for 5-6 years, and I was like, I'm done with this. 16-year-old, I was working in a place called Arla. It's like a milk place. I was stacking milk, and my dad was like, keep stacking, you'll get to progress the ranks. And then I went to Spar and then Domino's, working 2 jobs, barely making $2,000 a month, let alone taxis, let alone fucking expenses on the car. And I was like, yeah, this is a safe way, but it's not going to get me anywhere. Look, we've just smashed that. Hold on. Holy fuck. We've just smashed that. A little bit of profit. Hold on a little bit longer. I'll get to your question in a second because it's a good question, but we want to try and capitalize on these quick shorts. I told you it would have to come back down, but we got to be very careful here. So I wouldn't suggest you, and I've never been in debt. I don't like debt somewhat unless you're doing it to maybe buy an asset, but still I've never had any credit card debt. Again, even the Eurus wasn't debt, which is probably not smart, but for me, whatever. I would just be very careful when you say prices are low, because they can get a lot lower. They can get a lot lower, trust me. If you were in 21 and 22, really 22, and it is a bear market, they can get a lot lower. Look at Solana, look at Ethereum, look at Bitcoin, look at coins that never came back. So if you want to buy right now, I would buy the top coins because it's way too reckless for me to suggest any coins. But I would do a DCA play, man. If that's weekly, if that's monthly, if that's daily with a little bit of money, if it's bi-weekly, a DCA method will always be the best. Because if you buy right now, Solana, for example, and it goes to $80 next week or the next 3 weeks, which it can do. It could also go the other way to 150, 200. You're going to be out of cash to buy lower or DCA down. That's the issue. But a triple can happen. Can absolutely happen. But I would just be careful, brother, when you say prices are super low, because they can get a lot lower. A lot lower. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, if I was to give you assets, I'd be biased and tell you what ones I have, but you already know that. But I don't want you to buy anything on me, to be honest. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Sui, you're kind of top coins. Sui's obviously more risky. Keep that in mind. More risk will get you that 3x. Sui's very, I would say Sui is cheap compared to how far it's came down. Then you could start looking at coins like Render. Render's very cheap. It's came down a lot. But you need it to chill the fuck out because you could be buying a fallen knife. It can keep going. Promise you that. Me being in the cycles for 6 years now, almost 6 years. It'll be, well, October 2026. It'll be my 6-year anniversary. So we're still a long way from that. But I've been 5+ years. I've seen a lot of stuff where it's cheap, DCA, and your DCAs just get fucking wrecked. So be careful. But also, take risk. But I don't like the part you said about paying off your loans. As long as you're not using loans to invest in crypto to pay off the loans. I've seen that go wrong. I've seen somebody remortgage their house, went in coins went to shit. Now, bear in mind, these were risky assets he was invested in, where they actually went to zero. He basically had 2 mortgages on the same house. Not ideal. Okay, we're in profit, $18. It's not enough, but I'd like to see a little bit more. We did smash our fucking thing here. What DeFi? Yeah, no worries. I just want you to be safe, Anthony. But I like risk. I've took the biggest risks in my life, and some of them haven't paid off. But the big ones, you only need one big lick, I like to say, or maybe a better term is one big W. You can take L's, but one big W is all you really need to fucking make it. And once you find a W, it's quite easy to find the next W. When I was doing econ back in the day, I was struggling, couldn't fucking scale any stores. Found a formula. Very, very easy after that. And that's hoping what I can find here in trading. One day, not anytime soon. Although I did just call this top. We're at $24 in profit. Tempted. Not gonna lie. XRP's gone, bro. Missed that. That's why you don't want so many. I see so many guys of 10, 15 coins here, and it's like I can't even manage 2. Okay, we're getting close here to the bottom. Getting close here to our signals. We have 32. I'm taking that. $32. Nicely done. W's in the chat. W's in the chat, please. Minus your fees, Jake. I know. We're learning. The whole goal is not, again, a lot of people don't understand this. Look at it come back up. We fucking got that at the right fucking time. Told you. The whole goal is not really profit right now. It's about just learning this 2 indicator strategy that, again, is coming back to our list here. This is my strategy. It might not be your strategy. It's just seeing if we can consistently get it. And it is working, man. It really is working. So it's not about the money. It's about I want to take this, at least for me, the green trades versus red trades. That's where I'm at right now. I'm not thinking about making thousands of dollars, $10,000 trades. I'm just thinking about how many green trades can I get versus red trades. And then you'll see as we start to get into February, March, April, you'll start to see a different side. But right now I just need, because I'm not trying to blow up accounts here. I've seen that happen before. I'm making a video on that as well. It was one guy that I still know was winning XRP trades right, left, and center. One big L. Wiped out the game. Winning. W's in the chat. Let's go back to questions. Hold on. Also, BitUnex, I should say this. Not to promote BitUnex. You can use whatever exchange you want. But they're doing a fucking massive giveaway, man. They are giving away a fucking Tesla. I have 8 raffle tickets. So, the more trades I do as well, if you guys aren't doing these, they're giving away a PS5, some USDT, a Tesla. And I've won a lot of bonuses, man. Let me go here. Where is it? I've won some cool stuff. Every single week they give away a mystery box, which I like. I'll show you. Where are we at? So since I've started trading here, where were we at? Which is kind of motivating, even though some of them are very small, like $5. It's just nice to see they're giving you back $5. $1, whoop-de-doo, but it's, I mean, 40 was nice. And this can really stack, man, especially if you have a low balance, man. $2, I think even if you have $100, man, you can, like I've almost made $100 with just free mystery boxes in a couple of weeks. This was a big one, $60 and $85, man. So I like this. MEXC aren't doing this. BTC, although I still have them in my Discord, but Unex for me, just this stuff is just like, it's nice to motivate the little guys. And just stuff like this, man. The big prizes. So I have 8 tickets. I don't know if they're also giving away 10 grams worth of gold. I think that's actually physical. So I don't think I'm going to win anything because there's millions of people in here, but you never fucking know, man. And if you have a small account, 1 ticket, you win the fucking Tesla, you sell the Tesla, hopefully, unless you want it. You sell the Tesla and you use that for fucking, that's what I'll be doing. You use that for crypto, for investing, for starting your business, for even fucking escaping your job, whatever it is. So that's another reason why I like BitUnex. They actually give away money, which is sick. Portfolio update. It's just the same, bro. 794, very boring. It's always 790 to 810. That's what it is. Gala's the biggest loser right now. Bitcoin's obviously the biggest winner right now. Up 440k still. Nothing interesting. For me to start buying in here, you'd have to see Bitcoin low. For me to start selling here, vice versa. But that's where it's at. All right, let's go back. So we're 3 winning trades versus 1 losing trade so far. Okay. Bitcoin is now flashing oversold. Trying to move on to something else than Bitcoin Ethereum, but there's XRP having another run. I'll long XRP back to these levels. I'll long XRP. Should I? I like the levels we're in right now on XRP. A little bit late. Oh, fuck. I just had to just jump as I did this. Yeah, way too late. What I see really is just this. Bang, bang, bang. So you get somewhere about here. You can just play this. Obviously, it could break, depending on what Bitcoin does. But why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? This is different. Again, this is the 1 minute time frame, man. It's very, very different than normal investing. Very different. Which is fine, because we're here to learn. Where was I on questions? What DeFi pools, asset pairs would you start with if you have a 5k to invest? Well, I chuck the question back to you: is what is your current portfolio? If you have a portfolio, you should have a portfolio if you're asking that question. So, what currently coins do you have? Because then I can give you an actual answer. If you have whatever coin, it's not going to be ideal. If you come to some platform, it's going to be different than another one, right? So if I come on VFAT, for example, like what do you have right now? Do you have XRP? Well, I could give you, there's Ethereum XRP, it's 20% range, which is pretty wide. Asset to asset, like you said, you can make this a little bit wider. Let's do that. It's a little bit wider. It's 40%. You get 8% per month, which is pretty crazy. You want to be a little bit tight, a little bit cute, 20%. Still pretty decent. You're talking about number 2, number 3 asset here. 20% could be wide enough. You get more than 10% per month. So do the maths. There's 500 a month in this pool if you can stay in range. Pretty crazy, right? But it's a lot easier if you have the assets labeled out. But I can tell you from our our 10k fast track group, that a lot of guys that have XRP and Ethereum do run this pool. So there you go. Hopefully that was value. Sol move faster for 1 million TF. There's our XRP one. It's gone. $12. Boom. For Snort WW in the chat, please. 4 for 1. It's almost getting too easy. Again, we're not talking about money here. We're talking about just winning trades versus losing trades. It's getting a little bit too easy. As he cockedly says before he loses one massive trade and it never comes back, and he loses $1,000 on all his baby little profits. Damn, crypto expert. There you go. That's another reason why I like BitUnix. Grab this. There's screenshots. They just came out with new screenshots. 2026, 20x, 121%. Long in QNT. That's almost disrespectful. I've held QNT for so long that this guy is just long in QNT, just making money off QNT. QNT for me has just been absolute terrible as a hodl investment. It's came back a lot, but yeah, there you go. There you go. Speaking of QNT, there you go. I was telling him earlier on. Current price is $71. Average for me is 87. I'm down $5,000. This was a lot worse. QNT's been so disappointing this cycle. Disgusting. It's been a stable coin. Just hasn't done anything. We'll see. All right. Let's get back on some trades. I would like to short this as well. Just keep playing the ups, the downs, the ups and downs. A little bit late now. I say that. And I guarantee it comes back. We should have held on for that. Bitcoin one, man, it smashed that and it would have made us a lot more money. But again, we're just focused on greens and red trades, not dollar value right now. But that was nice. We called that fucking perfectly, man. Absolutely perfectly. Sui's looking weak. W's in the chat. Sui's looking weak, but Sui's fucking... Sui I don't really... Sui's like my optional extra. That's why it's at the bottom here. I barely touch it. You can see here it's respected oversold a little bit here. It respected this one. It really respected this one. I'm going to leave it right now. Okay, Bitcoin's looking oversold. I was looking at XRP and I saw that trade, but when I tried to go in, I didn't understand that I had to adjust my leverage and so on different funds. So I missed my trades. Okay. I need a little bit more context, but I don't really know what you mean. If you don't have significance to fund the leverage, maybe that's why. So I would have a check. Oh my God, look at Bitcoin there. It's gone. Gone, 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 gone. Should short Ethereum. Should short Ethereum. Would be a little bit too early. No, okay. This is what I'm saying, man. This is why the best time frames are here, man. The volume, the volume, the volume is what you want. Even though it's New Year's Day, people are saying nobody's trading. People are fucking moving the market on the minutely candle, remember. Gotta be fast, though. Okay, let's lock back in. W all adds up, just looking at how much you make per hour doing this compared to actually working on F5. Yeah. So it's not even about that, but I totally know what you mean. It's just about learning the game. I'm taking the first, like I said, 3 to 6 months of this year like I said at the end of 2025 when I started this kind of journey, to just fucking learn the game. Just make sure my indicator for me, not maybe for you, but at least for me, is good confirmation bias and gives me above that percentage win that I need. So I eventually start taking this a lot more seriously. And you're going to see it, man. You're going to see it. I've always said what I'm going to do. Even if it's massive losses, I'm okay with that. Because I have to learn the game. And this is the quickest way to learn the game. You take risks, especially live on camera. We were talking about risks before with the other guy. You have to take risks in this game, man. Because you're not going to make it by going the normal route. I promise you that. So the reason why I record this is, number one, it's more fun with the chat. But number two is you can see exactly how I'm going to progress. That's why I do it. So, and I encourage you to do this as well. Maybe not record it. You could just do, not even show your face, but maybe you don't record it, but maybe you at least play with a small amount, a very small amount. Or at least say, maybe no amount. But you at least say, okay, we'll enter this here. Why did you enter it here? At least that, if you're watching this for a reason, it's probably because you want to be somewhat good at trading or just learn the game. At least maybe pretend you were doing it. You don't have to be like me putting $1,000 20x leverage trades on. But just something, man. Just something. And that's why I'm doing it. To encourage somebody else. Because nobody else will do this on YouTube when I started out. Nobody fucking else would talk to you guys. Let alone show you live trading on fucking New Year's Day in the freezing cold in the UK. Nobody's going to do that, bro. Nobody's going to do that. So... whether you like me or hate me, you can't say that I'm not fucking showing up. I'll always show up. Regardless. Regardless. Because that's what I believe in. Input equals output. Create your own luck. That's how you create your luck. And I'll say that forever. In the shittiest setup. Although I bought this desk, bought this chair. How's the weather? It's not bad. It's cold. All right, let's get some trades on. So Bitcoin's right in the middle. We don't want to touch it right now. Ethereum, same. Where's that Sui one? We should have shorted it. I told you. I told you. I told you. XRP is kind of in the middle. Solana. Interesting. I like a Solana long. Just long on Solana. Shorty saw at 124. I just longed it. Let's see who wins. But again, time frame's totally different. Time frame's totally different. You know, we could both win. It goes up, you take a little bit of shit, and then I take profits. It goes down, you win. Vice versa. Let's see. Scabistic. Not switch topic. We don't. Well, we'll answer every question here possible. You can ask whatever you want as long as it's reasonable. Cryptonomy. Yeah, bro. I had some assets on Cryptonomy. I don't know what fucking happened. And then they switched to Nomi. They were supposed to do some sort of sale thing, but they kept fucking prolonging it. So I don't know what's going on with them. But I think there's a merge happening. But I've been fucking smashing their Twitter, and they say it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm not too sure. You got me into trading. Love it. Hey, man. As long as we're not losing fucking massive trade. There we go, Solana. Told you. Told you, $27. I fucking told you. Scalping, you're eating shit at that short, bro. Oh my god, look at it go. There you go. Sorry, I was fucking answering your question there. But fuck me, I told you, bro. Five W's. 5 W's. 5 W's, 1 L. That was a massive trade there, $27. Again, we're not interested in $27 there, but we fucking called that. Scalbistic, you better be fucking careful on that short. It'll come back down though. There you go. Fuck me, man. The indicator is fucking working, man. Get in that Discord, man. Gotta get in that Discord. At least just to speak to us. We did, what I will say is actually, we did, me and Bobby did do the live call. When did we do the call? We did it on the 28th. So the call is still up if you guys want to watch the call recording. We're going to do this every single month. And it was a fun call. It was a fun call. So the next call, somewhere around the same day, time. And yeah, hopefully see some of you guys on it. The call is still there. You can click the call recording, press the passcode in there for Zoom. It should work. Ideally, you join live, but yeah. Again, who's doing this, man? Nobody. Nobody. And also, I will say, there's a lot of fake Jakes here, man. We try our best to moderate this, but if you join and you get a DM from Jake or Bobby, I will never DM you first. If you ask me a question, most of the time I'm going to reply in the chat. A DM, the scams are so bad. They take our voice recordings on like YouTube, etc., and they just watch out for fake Jakes here. There's a lot, which is really fucking annoying because they're not in the Discord. They just find a way to message you. So shit like this is Bobby never sent this, but this is what they're going to send you. So just be careful. We will never ask you to do anything, bar from the little clarification here. Once you're in, you're in. We're not going to DM you asking this shit. Bobby will DM you sometimes asking like, did you set up your trading view, because you get this indicator, like I said, for free. We don't sell you anything. He'll ask you your trading username. For example, mine is Jake Gordon Consultant, right? That's the only thing he'll ever DM you on. Anything else about turning fucking settings off and this shit, this is not us, okay? So just be careful, because we don't want you to join this fucking trading view and then for you to lose your money to some fucking fake account. Be very careful, man. We got some guys joining. How many members have we got now? 511. Growing nicely, man. Anyways, let's go back. Maybe do a couple more trades. We are 5 for 1 right now. That Solana one was fucking lovely, man. Indicators flashed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not touched Bitcoin in a while. Missed a beautiful short there. It's fine. Same with Ethereum. Holy fuck, these wicks, man. It's crazy, man. These are the best time frames, I'm telling you. Even though we're like an hour and a bit late now when we first started, these are the best time frames. Again, New Year's Day, you're seeing massive, massive volatility. If you're doing this on a minute, the 5 minutes, this is what you want. You don't want this. You can't make money on this. It's just chop. So you need volatility in trading. But it's crazy. We have hit our hourly fucking threshold, so I don't know if I'm going to do another trade. I'm 5 for 1. Does anybody have any more questions? If I don't find another trade, I'm probably going to call it. I've got a couple videos coming out, one with the car, try and do some more vlogs as well, just because they're more kind of fun. That's what I want to take 2026 seriously on. I'm not going to stop trading. You'll see me tomorrow, same time. Hopefully the gym's open as well. If I go back to that Pure Gym and see they're still fucking closed, fuck, I'm going to have to work out in a car park. Imagine pulling up to the gym on New Year's Day, 30-minute drive. Pure Gym, 24/7. Code. And it's closed. And took your pre-workout, ate your breakfast as well, timed everything perfectly. You're just high as fucking pre-workout in the car. And then you're angry because you can't work out. You try to do a good thing on New Year's Day by start off by going to the gym. You couldn't even go to the gym. It's almost like they don't want you to train on New Year's Day. Sucks, man. Solana's going again. Everything's going, man. Look at this. This is what you want. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's going. Potential shorts coming on here. Potential shorts, man. Potential shorts. Solana's going, man. Holy fuck. Solana's really going. Everything's going, man. It's risky, though. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We got to smash it. We got to smash that. We can't be sleeping. One last trade. Maybe. One final short on Solana. It's just too far gone to not take a short. Could be very risky. There we go. Big red candles. Big red candles. There we go. We want Solana to eat shit. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. $24 in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, I just did that Solana trade. If that's not motivating enough for you, me mucking around 6 for 1, I don't know, man. I don't know. Editor, find this clip. Get all those cut up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's just sticking to my little journal, man. So without further ado, man, I think I'm going to end it. That was fun as fuck. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of the time.